Buddy, I'm Charlie Mack Alexander. Kentucky and Louisville will meet on this football field in competition for the first time in some 70 years come September 3rd here at Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington. Now, you would have thought these two teams would have been banging heads on the football field long before now, and there wouldn't be such a big layoff like 70 years since they have such a big basketball rivalry and they play each other in all the other sports. But for some reason or another, it just has not happened. That is until now. There's a new 6-year contract in football that has a lot of folks excited. Of course, there's still some fans that can't stand the thought of losing to the other team who would just as soon they didn't play at all. But they will play. And I think the air here on the night of September 3rd will be somewhat like a postseason bowl game. I think it will be electrifying. And in the words of the immortal Fred Sanford, as he used to say, oh, I think this is going to be the big one. I think he's exactly right. With a break between 1916 and 1921, Kentucky rolled up a grand total of 220 points in the 6 games played. The largest margin of victory came in 1922. The final tally that day read Kentucky 73, Louisville nothing. 4 of the games were played in Lexington, 2 in Louisville. Pat, to this game, and could this game have taken place before now?
Oh, certainly, I think so. I think really it would have been ideal if it could have caught right on the heels of the basketball game and gone from there. But there wasn't, I don't think there was quite the popular sentiment and push for it then.
What will this game do for the sport of football in the Commonwealth all the way around?
Well, I think you've already seen this summer and fall heading up till now what it can do as far as raising football, the talk as a discussions and as a topic throughout the summer. You know, this time of year, you know as well as I do, almost all the talk leading up to football is about basketball recruiting. Well, who's out there that Kentucky wants? Who are they going to get in basketball recruiting, as well as how are we going to be in basketball? There's some talk about football, there always is, but not quite the degree to basketball. There's still that talk about basketball, but it's almost equal now with the football.
In your opinion, does one team have the decided advantage over the other?
No, and that's one thing that really makes this such an interesting game, because there is no decided advantage. It's close to a toss-up, I think. I mean, you can find small reasons on either side why you think one team could win, but no, I don't think there's any way you can come out and say Louisville's clearly better, Kentucky's clearly better.
I don't know that there's a decided advantage. I think Kentucky has the advantage just in the fact that they have more players back than Louisville. They are playing at home. I think the fact that they have more players back on defense will help them over Louisville. I think that's the biggest difference I can see in the two teams, is that Louisville was so devastated by graduation and other things on their defense that's the big question mark in the game.
Do you think it will ever take on the air of an Alabama-Auburn game, or
I hope so. You know, we'll see how the programs develop. I'm not sure whether it can quite get to that level. I think the basketball game, you know, is at a level of utmost importance and urgency for the fans. And that is somewhat diminished, I think, because the rivalry isn't as close right now. I mean, Kentucky's clearly dominant over Louisville. They've beaten 4 in a row, probably make it 5 in a row this year. So the football rivalry has a ways to go. If it's close and if both teams continue to progress, then, yeah, it can become a real big deal.
I think you're going to have an interest. I think you're going to have the fans back and forth, and probably a dislike, although I think to this point a healthy dislike between the two sides. But I think where you would get to an Alabama-Auburn situation is both teams were really good. Kentucky was going to the Sugar Bowl year after year. Louisville was going to Fiesta Bowl or whatever. Then you might have a chance. When there's that constant battle, I have the better program. No, I have the better program. Then you're going to get on the Alabama-Auburn. You're talking about years of tradition and history with Alabama-Auburn that don't yet exist with a Kentucky-Louisville football game.
who is the most pressure on in this game?
I think Kentucky does. They have the edge in facilities. They have the edge in fan support around the state. They have the edge in media interest, that sort of thing. And I'm not sure they would lose it, but Louisville could gain some from this. And I think they have more to gain than Kentucky does.
Well, there you have some interesting in 74, 81, and 4. First down, 15. It's off to Shellman again. There is Eric Wright with a great tackle. Eric Wright knocks him down for a loss of 1. Works in the slot right this time besides Clyde Rudolph. Shotgun for the second time tonight for Kentucky. Bad snap. Give it off to Hood on the draw. Hood with room. Hood first down and more. Hood up to the 45-yard line and again at 15 yards. First down, Cardinals. Low on the give to his tailback. In a mix-up, they ran right into each other, and that'll cost them 3, maybe 4 yards. About 3. The ball just outside the Louisville 45. No score yet. 5:43 to go first period. Pitch to Shellman. Boyd disrupts the play. Along with Soupy. And then coming in underneath is T.O. Wilson.
Yeah, this is the score.
Kentucky first and 10 from its own 36-yard line. Speedy play fakes it to Williams. Nick and roll out. The bootleg. Speedy makes a good cut. Speedy across the 50 to the Louisville 40 and out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Rudolph is in at the flankerback position. He's set up near side. Speedy rolls his way. Now drops back to throw. Looking across the middle. At the 3-yard line.
That's a great catch by Smith.
Here in the second third. First down, goal to go from the Louisville 4-yard line. Speedy, straight rollout. Now the pitch to Williams. Gets a block from Hood. Williams, touchdown, Kentucky. The Cats lead at 6-0. The score comes with come to Kentucky. They would not offer him a scholarship. He didn't want to walk on. Louisville offered him one, and he had great success last year. Here is Rudolph at the goal line. He's a burner. All he needs is a seam. He's still on his feet. Clyde Rudolph out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. It is a run back. Anthony Shellman, the deep back. Slot is to the left side. The give goes to Shellman. Caught from behind by Mike Slagle. And there will be a loss of a yard, bringing up second down and 11. Doing its first series here to begin the second half of play. They'll start from the eye with wideouts left and right. And the give goes to Hood, the big fullback. Spinning out of the tackle at the 30, crossing the 35 out to the 39-yard line. They're on a roll here.
Yeah, they are. This is a big play here.
Here's the give off to Shellman.
Great play. Great play. It looks to be right. Yeah, it's been tough.
O'Farrell, who's been playing in the place of the injured Jeff Speedy, gives it off to Damon Hood, who's had a big night and got a big run there for the first down. Steps out of a tackle, still on his feet, crosses the 50. Oh, my! Damon Hood! Finally run out by Tony Bethel and Rico. Second down. And a long 8. Play fake, O'Farrell. Got time to throw, lost it long, got Rudolph out there. He's got it at the 36. They will not catch him. Clyde the Glide Rudolph. Touchdown, Kentucky. That gets the Cats within 1 and 58 seconds left at 64. Marty Lowe after the play fake. Patrick and Howard Carter gets away from it. Intercepted by Melvin Johnson at the 34-yard line. Needs to get to the corner. Can't stake Fitzpatrick. And Kentucky's got it at its own 39-yard line. O'Farrell with the delayed handoff to Damon Hood, who bumps it outside to the 45 to the 50, gets a block from Rudolph, takes it to the Louisville 46-yard line. A couple for the Louisville Cardinals. Pitches to Fitzpatrick. Great defensive play, fighting off the block, making the tackle. The sophomore from Cincinnati, Kurt Soupy, 14. Low off to the tailback, Arrington this time. Great run.
The ball's on the ground.
Play. Kentucky's got it at the 32-yard line. Kentucky's got it at the 32. Mike Schellenberger, who is a Louisville native.
I'll tell you, Charlie, so far.
At the Louisville 32. Give us to Williams, right tackle, tries to buck it outside, puts back inside. No, on his way to the 20-yard line. First down, Kentucky. Went to the slot left and Smith in the slot. Rudolph split out left. Shotgun for O'Farrell. Going to take it right
back draw. Could be a touch. Could be a touch.
Antonio O'Farrell. Kentucky takes the lead at 20 to 14.
I just catch the ball and try to get out of bounds.
Low back.
Great defense.
It is number 98, Roger Sullivan. They see Marty Lowe's numbers. Low back. Got time. Hit from behind. I think it was Soupy. 54, the sophomore. Kurt Soupy. 18-yard gain. Clock starts to run. 27 seconds to go. Low with a deep drop. On the run. Fires across the middle. Against
it's intercepted by Keith.
This one should be history.
This is history. We can put in the book at this point, Charlie. 7-0, Kentucky versus Louisville.
Going back against